Good morning. My name is Jaime Cepeda, and I'm here to do assignment 1.3, Leading from the Heart video presentation. The book I'll be referencing would be Leading from the Heart. Question number 1 talks about asking me to find a case in the book or the chapter, Leading from the Heart, that I would have resistance from my current employment. I chose chapter 6, Connecting on a Personal Level. On connecting on a personal level, they do give you 6 points that the author recommends administrators or employees do to get to know their employees a little bit better. On some of these, I do agree. Others, I disagree because at my current employee, it just wouldn't work or it would create a bigger problem. Number 1 talks about clarify your motives and intentions for holding a one-on-one meetings, which I think is great. But I have a total of 78 employees. So in order for me to meet with every single employee or have lunch or spend an hour with them, it's going to take me the whole year, and I have to meet with at least 2 employees every week. Question number 2, launching the discussion by expressing gratitude for having them on your team. That, I feel I could do that at a staff meeting. I could thank them all. When I walk around classrooms, when I see them around campus, I would love to tell them, and a lot of times I do tell them thank you for what they do to us. On my emails, I do say thank you for what you guys do, and I feel I personally support and appreciate my staff. Number 3, stick to the agenda and focus on your employee. If we have an hour lunch and we focus to a certain criteria or certain bullet points on a list, I think that a lot of employees won't think that's a real conversation. They'll think I'm just following a certain guideline and we're kind of following step by step. I think that if I do meet or have lunch with my staff, it has to be authentic. We have to just talk to each other. Just whatever comes up, comes up. Of course, it has to be professional, but I think it's going to have to go back and forth where the employee will share some information. I will also share some information on myself so that we could get to know each other a little bit better. Number 4, discover dreams and aspirations. Some people might feel that they don't want to share those dreams with a new boss or their employer right away. Of course, it takes time to build this, and with time, people will open up and share and trust you. Number 5, demonstrate your intent to grow them and develop them as a plan and a plan. I will always support my staff. I would always help them out with as much as I can. But in order for me to create a plan for all 78 of my employees and help every single one, I think that'll be very, very hard to do, especially running the second biggest elementary school in our district. I think that'd be very tough. Last one, use the discussion to grow your own leadership effectiveness. Yes, I agree. Every time we meet, every time we have issues, problems at work, it does help us grow individually. Talking to them, getting to know them better will make things better, but it's also hard too, because once you get to know them on a personal level and they do something wrong and you need to discipline them, that's where things could go wrong. Number 2, they talk about, they want me to talk about my transformational leadership project. My transformational leadership project is going to be that I would like to get 20 of my students who have the worst behaviors on campus. I use our Infinite Campus and also a program that our district bought is called Shape My District. I normally pull out data from there, and it gives me the information of how many referrals I had, how many students I had, what they did, so on and so on. So I would love to get this information and kind of see what's the biggest trend that students are doing. And I would also like to create like PBI lessons where I could actually teach them these skills. One thing that I would love to do is, instead of having the teacher teach these skills, I want to pull out these 20 students and I want to do the teaching myself. I want to teach, I want to role play. I want to, teach the skills to my students so that they know what is expected of them. I would also, the first couple ones I will role play with, of course, our school psychologist and our principal, and also guest speakers to come in depending on what social skill they have. These 20 students will also, at the end of the month, be able, with parent permission, of course, be able to go on a field trip off campus where they will actually display some of these social skills out in public so that they know that what I'm teaching them is real. It's not just stuff that I'm saying or reading out of a book. It's stuff that really, really happens. Another great thing I think that will be awesome for the kids is I also want to get parent support. I want parents to be able to help us and guide, and kind of at home also help us and give us any pointers if the students are doing good, doing bad. And also at the end of the month, I would like to also pull out the data to see if the students are improving or not. These are my two questions I'm answering for assignment 1.3. I want to thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a great evening. Good night.